Arctic conditions greeted spectators for the championship finals, though the on-track activity was considerably warmer. The Holden Wise HQ Kingswood title was first up, with veteran Max de Jersey and Robin Keatley both needing an outright win to resolve their points deadlock. It was a no-holds-barred affair which de Jersey took narrowly from Jim Waring and Keatley to give him the crown by a mere 6 points. 7 drivers stood to win the Goodyear Auscar Championship. Brad Jones, Steve Harrington, Greg East, Bruce Williams, Greg Hansford and Marshall Brewer were in the thick of things early. But as you would expect, the twin 50s were spiced with incidents. This accident saw Hansford very much the ham in the sandwich as 3 cars tangled through the tri-oval. John Faulkner then brought out the yellows as he lost the Commodore and was picked up by the fleet. Climbing out of the wreck was hazardous enough. It was just the slide job to the infield that required the concentration. Jones led at will in the Cooper Tools Commodore and was extremely lucky to escape this search and lurch from Harrington before powering out of trouble and leading Easton O'Brien to the flag.
T-Mart's entry.
Oh, Marshall! He's Holden for one. Straight back up the track. Bang, centre punched. And the 2 cars go.
37. Rod Wilson, look at that. Marshall's done it again.
Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the replay. Marshall Brewer getting around sideways, trying to control it. It's fine there, but centrifugal force is going to take him back up the track.
And crunch.
That is a big crunch.
Is a hard hit.
From a different angle now. Back up the racetrack. Here he comes. And Rod McLeod misses this and gets around the outside at about the same time. There goes McLeod. An expensive bone shaker here at Calder Park Raceway.
Oh, and one spinning sideways back there. Oh, it's a big shunt too, and we've got 3-4 cars involved in this one. There's Max de Jersey's right in the thick of things here, knocks the front off the Commodore, and a bunch of cars try and thread their way through without sustaining damage, but there's been plenty of them.
There's Max de Jersey 03, the Fluoro Commodore going straight on into the wall there now. Slams into the wall, gets it around sideways. 17 also involved in the incident, Ray Vincent. And there's still a stack of cars to come from behind. Some going via the infield. Wayne Mankin, car number 2, involved in that. Greg East in it as well. And Mark Seaton, how on earth he got through there, we'll never really know.
He hasn't got the road off him yet, though. It's still got to give some room to car number 99.
Oh, they're gone. The 2 of them.
He might save this.
Jones has.
And Greg East as well. He looks like he's recovered.
We might just take a look of the Tonka replay.
Let's get into it cleanly.
And we see that Brad Jones and Greg East make contact. Jones was up high, East down low. Couldn't really see how that came about, but I think Bradley was trying to get back down, cover his ground, and it doesn't take much of a kiss at that speed to launch yourself into trouble.
Well done, Brad Jones, but goodness gracious me, what a coming together. Let's have a look at the replay outside. There's John Faulkner going around, and Marshall J. Brewer comes inside, tries to wipe off all that speed down on the grass, and that took him out.
Now let's see what
view
happens.
from race cam here. Actually, he was just a touch sideways. That's where the contact is made here. Around goes Faulkner. Jones into the side of him. Jones branches off, goes via the infield, gets back out into the racetrack, and at least finishes the contest. A touch between Grace and Allison's Buick saw Ginger and the Foster's Oldsmobile test the tri-oval infield at a rapid rate. True to form, Grace came back through the field to catch the leaders, only to have his brakes fade, but he pressed on. What was to follow, old-timers say was inevitable. This pile-up accounted for at least 6 cars. Grace was last one in, first one out, in an ambulance.
Geez, Elliott went in hard that time. We've got
Walter
cars
Giles
in
is involved. Wyatt Earp, the 1V, has also hit the wall down the front straight away in the 22 car. And one coming straight across into the pits, looks like the 11 car out of Tasmania. And that, of course, brings out the yellow flags yet again. As we take our replay, it all happened up here. Involved Walter Giles. I think it was Oliver also involved in that. Wyatt Earp, the 4th. You can see there the yellow car in the middle of the pavement. These two with Walter Giles in the 91 car, gouging each other through the infield. They didn't have to go too far for a pit stop. Yellow flags are out at Calder Park Thunderdome. They've got some sheet metal to try and fix in the pit area. Behind them, there's 3 of them, or 4 of them up into the wall.
And I think Terry Byers is involved in all that. Ian Thomas
Ian
just
Thomas.
has a big spin.
Oh.
Oh, the Falcon.
They're still hitting. 5, 6 cars involved there.
John Stefanik. Might have a look at our action replay and see what we could pick from that. We were following the leaders through that turn. It just happened a little behind them. Going in.
Bit of a touch.
Well, I think he was already gone before he got the touch. Is that not Brock?
Phil Brock.
Now,
Byers up high. He's about to get it.
So at this stage, there's only 2 cars involved, but
drove
there's
into
no
the
road
wall.
up there. Now
now Byers just squeezes through there, but look at this.
Bulldozes his way
That's
through.
Ian Thomas. And now wait for the arrival of Jerry Bowers. Here it comes.
100 miles an hour, whack.
The back of the car clips.
And we'll lose out of that. He gets it sideways and he connects with O'Brien as they go down the back straight. Kim Jane goes via the grass, trying to avoid contact with the wall.
He did it. Kim did a fine job.
Last turn, checkered flag coming out. They're going to wave this one off, and that will take the flag. It goes to Terry Fisher of the United States. Let's have a look at the action replay and see what happened. As you can see, they tangled on the back straight. George Elliott was in there, Charlie O'Brien. Now, about this time, Kim Jane has got very little to go, and he's gone for the grass. He misses contact there, and then somehow avoids contact with Charlie O'Brien, does he? And comes back out on